Ziyan was embarrassed by Yao Lao and the others. Queen Medusa discovered the ancient seven-colored python altar, and Yao Lao successfully broke through into the saint class. What an episode packed with events. The only thing they didn't show was how Xiao Yan spent time with his little daughter Xiao. I was really looking forward to a meeting between Ziyan and Xiao. That would have been very amusing. The two of them would definitely have become good friends. And what did you think about the moment in the episode when the elders of the Void Dragon clan begged Ziyan to stay? It was very funny. In the original work, there was something similar. Ziyan wanted to leave Dragon Island as quickly as possible, because she was bored there and wanted adventures together with Xiao Yan and his team. So Ziyan simply couldn't be held back. No matter how you look at it, the plot is moving forward very fast. Xiao Yan, together with Yao Lao and Ziyan, has already entered the Hall of Mortals to destroy this branch of the Hall of Souls. Yao Lao has already become a one-star Do Sheng. It's hard to believe. More and more of our beloved characters are reaching this level that once seemed completely unattainable. So, Xiao Yan and Yao Lao launched an attack on the Hall of Souls branch. Yao Lao quite easily killed the half-saint Ban Shang Guyu. Xiao Yan, meanwhile, entered an interesting battle with the first Tenzuan of the Hall of Souls. We already discussed this in detail. The Bone Emperor Sword, the fusion of man and weapon. All of this is extremely captivating. But we shouldn't think that everything will be so easy, because the Deputy Hall Master of the Hall of Souls will appear. The trailer shows Xiao Yan and Yao Lao seemingly falling into a real trap. What will happen there? Xiao Yan was a 2-star saint, and Yao Lao was a 1-star saint. Neither of them could match the Deputy Hall Master. As a result, he easily captured Xiao Yan and Yao Lao, binding master and disciple with soul chains. Now Xiao Yan and Yao Lao were in serious danger and could very well die here. But first, let's look at how Xiao Yan's battle with the first Tenzuan ended. With his sword, the first Tenzuan even managed to cut through several scales of Xiao Yan's dragon armor. To turn the tide of the battle, it was necessary to separate the first Tenzuan from his sword. The best solution was to use the Wrath of the Tranquil Origin, a spiritual attack. More than 70% of the Hall of Souls experts instantly froze, and in the next moment they exploded. Both their physical bodies and souls were completely destroyed by the overwhelming spiritual assault. That same spiritual attack struck the first Tenzuan as well. The enormous Bone Emperor Sword was sent flying, and the old man was forcibly separated from it. Fresh blood spilled from his mouth. Xiao Yan's attack successfully tore them apart. Then came the finger and the palm. Xiao Yan demonstrated 3 annihilating techniques of the demonic saint. Divine Fury struck directly at the soul, while the Yellow Spring's finger and palm destroyed the physical body. The combined power of these techniques was difficult to put into words. Xiao Yan hovered in the sky, looking down at a deep pit. Inside it lay the first Tenzuan, barely alive, yet still having managed to preserve his life, though he was at death's door. Die! Xiao Yan decided to finish him off. He sharply clenched his palm, triggering powerful energy fluctuations within the pit. But at that moment, the space in front of him twisted, and a figure appeared. A mighty aura swept through the sealed space. Xiao Yan, how dare you? The Deputy Hall Master of the Hall of Souls finally stopped hiding. As usual, they wait and then appear out of nowhere, saving their people. But this time, Xiao Yan decided that no matter what, he would kill the first Tenzuan. The man who appeared before Xiao Yan was completely shrouded in black mist. He looked down with arrogance, confident in his position and strength. And indeed, a late-stage 3-star saint was a power not to be taken lightly. Xiao Yan remained completely calm. Why wasn't he afraid, you might ask? The reason was simple. Ziyan was nearby. She was a 4-star saint. And Xiao Yan himself, at 2 stars, still had decent chances against a 3-star opponent. What happened next? The Deputy Hall Master once again pressed on Xiao Yan's weak point by threatening his father. But Xiao Yan made it clear that if even the slightest threat was made to his father's life, the Jade of Tuasha would be immediately handed over to the Gu clan. Then Xiao Yan waved his hand, and flames rushed toward the deep pit. He preferred to finish what he started, and therefore the first Tenzuan was doomed today. This enraged the Deputy Hall Master. He had appeared specifically to save the first Tenzuan, but Xiao Yan clearly intended to finish him off. Although the Deputy Hall Master attacked with black soul chains, Xiao Yan didn't even bother to defend himself and continued killing the first Tenzuan. The chains shot forward, but in the very next instant, the space around Xiao Yan pulsed violently. Furious spatial power wrapped around his body and shattered the black chains with a crack. This intervention made the Deputy Hall Master wary. In the next moment, a purple-haired girl appeared before Xiao Yan, Ziyan. Enormous pressure radiated from her. "You are not even worthy of standing before my eyes." In the era of the Void Ancient Dragon Clan's peak, they did not fear even the Hun clan, let alone the Hall of Souls. Ziyan made it clear that Xiao Yan had not been joking when he spoke of a bloodbath. Although the Deputy Hall Master sensed that Ziyan's strength had reached the level of a 4-star saint, he still believed he could survive the fight. However, Xiao Yan completely ignored him. He once again directed his flaming palm toward the pit, where the first Tenzuan was on the verge of death, his soul already heavily damaged by the divine fury of the Yellow Springs. As the flaming palm approached, cruelty flashed in the old man's eyes, and his body began to swell, preparing for self-destruction. But Xiao Yan slammed the flames down, completely destroying the first Tenzuan's physical body. His soul tried to escape toward the Deputy Hall Master, but Xiao Yan coldly cut off this attempt. He snapped his fingers, and the flames transformed into a net that instantly enveloped the first Tenzuan's soul, preventing it from escaping. The Deputy Hall Master tried to interfere, but Ziyan instantly stopped the attack. A dark golden flash burst from her body and transformed into a massive golden dragon. Ziyan's origin no longer left any room for doubt. She was a void ancient dragon. While Ziyan restrained the Deputy Hall Master, Xiao Yan pulled the first Tenzuan's soul toward himself, sealed it, and stored it in his spatial ring. Someone who had held the position of first Tenzuan surely knew many secrets of the Hall of Souls, and this information would be useful. Seeing Xiao Yan kill the first Tenzuan, the Deputy Hall Master launched a furious attack, attempting to capture Xiao Yan with soul chains. But Ziyan arrived to assist him, holding overwhelming superiority in strength. The Deputy Hall Master was shocked that Xiao Yan had managed to secure the support of a 4-star saint expert. Nevertheless, he tried to retreat and call for help using spatial jade. The attempt failed. Ziyan had already thrown the surrounding space into chaos, completely cutting off any possibility of escape or reinforcements. At this point, the Deputy Hall Master's soul sank into his heels. He realized the scale of the losses. The second Tenzuan Gu Yu and the first Tenzuan had been destroyed. The Hall of Mortals was facing total annihilation. So what did the Deputy Hall Master do? Remember Xiao Yan's words about how they loved to run away. Understanding that there was nothing left to save, and facing Ziyan's 4-star saint strength, the Deputy Hall Master caused an explosion and tore open a crack in space. He flashed through it and disappeared into the spatial rift. He chose to abandon everyone in the Hall of Mortals and flee cowardly. This exceeded the expectations of Xiao Yan's group. That was how the Deputy Hall Master managed to escape through a loophole. Ziyan admitted that even if she wanted to, she wouldn't have been able to stop him. But Xiao Yan replied that it was no big deal if he escaped. They would meet again in the future. This Hall of Mortals stored an enormous number of souls. Xiao Yan split open the structure, revealing countless black chains inside. He saw thousands of imprisoned spiritual bodies. Those bastards from the Hall of Souls were using souls as their nourishment. Xiao Yan freed them all. They had been imprisoned in this building for an unknown number of years. But that wasn't all. Xiao Yan found something in this branch that would allow him to reach the perfect heavenly stage of the soul. He examined the ruined structure and sensed unusual fluctuations within. He began clearing the ground, tearing up layers of earth and throwing them aside. He dug deeper and deeper until a deep pit formed where the building once stood. At the bottom of the pit hovered a semi-transparent mass of light about 5 meters in diameter. This object was extracting and accumulating something from the millions of souls collected by the Hall of Mortals. Terrifyingly powerful yet pure spiritual fluctuations emanated from it, without the slightest impurity. Yao Lao descended to Xiao Yan's side. This was soul essence. Xiao Yan knew that the soul is the foundation of all life, and soul essence is its purest and most mystical form of energy. Yao Lao assessed the scale of the accumulation and concluded that the mass contained the essence of at least 1 million souls. This was the Hall of Mortals' accumulation over nearly 1,000 years. Despite his hasty retreat, the Deputy Hall Master of the Hall of Souls had been forced to leave such a precious item behind. Xiao Yan realized just how cruel the methods of the Hall of Souls were. For the sake of soul essence alone, they had destroyed an enormous number of lives, and similar storage sites likely existed in other branches across the Central Plains. In his eyes, the Hall of Souls had truly become a malignant tumor of the continent. Absorbing soul essence directly strengthens spiritual power. With such a colossal amount, it was theoretically possible to cultivate the soul to the legendary divine stage. This led Xiao Yan to suspect that someone from the Hun clan was preparing for such a breakthrough, and that the mass collection of souls was only part of a much larger plan. Xiao Yan connected this with stories of Saint Huang Quan, whose soul had reached the divine stage but still failed to break through to Do Di. He suspected that some missing element existed in this world, and that soul essence might be part of the solution. Yao Lao believed that soul essence created at the cost of countless lives should not be wasted. He suggested that Xiao Yan take it and use it to improve his heavenly state, which would be beneficial for absorbing the purifying lotus demonic flame. Xiao Yan agreed. He touched the sphere of light. In response, a flood of emotions poured into his mind. Hatred, pain, despair, and the contradictions of the souls that had perished during the extraction of the essence. Ordinarily, absorbing such essence could destroy one's sanity, but Xiao Yan's intention to avenge them unexpectedly calmed these emotions. The souls seemed to respond to this promise. Even after death, they wanted to seize this final chance to take revenge on their killers. As for what happens next, and who that young man from the trailer is, we'll examine that in detail in the next video. Let's get 500 likes, and it will be released on Thursday. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you next time.